right, so we're going to do a live writing session with me here for my new book, The Redneck Karens, I think is what we're going to call it. Been writing on this thing for a couple hours. I'm kind of getting into the flow of things here, so um, I'm just going to not edit this. I'm just going to post it kind of as it goes, kind of run it as it goes a little bit here. But this whole concept of the redneck Karen that I'm writing about here, I thought some of you guys might be interested in this. It's gonna have my chewing tobacco in it. It's gonna have my coffee in it. It's gonna have everything. So yeah, just deal with it. All right. So this is kind of how we do this. I'm writing this chapter 5. Don't California my Texas. That's kind of which I think is probably the most Texas thing ever written. Okay. So just bear with me. I'm going to kind of talk out loud. I'm going to kind of think out loud. I'm thinking out loud. If the concept of this offends you, then let it offend you. I really don't care. I don't write for you anyway. I write for me, whether you like it or not. So we're writing this chapter. Uh, what did I call it? Don't California my Texas. I mentioned this earlier. I use Scrivener a lot to write. Look, this is raw. This is the camera's gonna shake whole 9 yards. So just deal with it, okay? But the argument of this is how mostly they arrived. Okay, so just bear with me. They came here from all over the place. They came from LA. They came from San Francisco. They came from Dallas and Austin. Not everyone here came from somewhere else. In fact, many of these Karens, as we call them, bitches and sons of bitches, came from right here in our own goddamned state. They are products of their social media raising. You see, social media gave these people a glimpse of what life was like in other places like like LA and NYC. But then they thought it was cute, different, and a little bit funny. So they began to act the same goddamn way. Now look, this is unedited. Like this is gonna be unedited. Now we have like 25 minutes to write here, so just bear with me. But this is gonna be unedited. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna edit this really well, but you'll kind of here a little bit funny. So they began to act the same goddamn way. They began to act like the motherfuckers on TV and on Facebook or MySpace or whatever else occupied their time. They were not very smart people, though they claim that they were wise. Perhaps they had an online degree, or maybe they actually went to a college. Most of them, even if they did go to college, spent most of that time in somebody's bedroom on their back or on a cot. It, it is just what it is. They were not trained to think. They were trained to watch the media, consume it, and be products of that media because it it's so made people wealthy. Marketers became the new wild catter of places like Texas. They began the world and to build the world of false realities easily into our society. Before you know it, everyone from the governor to the mayor were acting like a bunch of bitch ass hoes from someplace else. Yes, yes, I called them a bunch of bitch ass hoes from somewhere else, even the governor. If you don't like it, don't buy the goddamn book. Nobody asked you. Um, let's see here. Now I need to think. See, I talked to y'all and then I got out of my flow, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start writing again. So don't California my Texas. You've seen it on bumper stickers, on t-shirts, on Facebook, on the back of a pickup driven by somebody from New Braunfels to New Braunfels to Plano in 2018. This is the joke. Everybody is moving to Texas and running it. Everybody is moving within Texas and running that too. Everybody is everybody is an invader. This is one of the greatest mathematical laws of modern Texas migration. It arrived in 1987. The people who arrived in 1997 fucked everything up. My hand's going to sleep. I type a lot, man. So my hand's going to sleep. You see that? Um, let's see. Now I'll switch to my. Let me switch to my dragon. Sometimes this works if I switch to my dragon. This is one of the greatest. Help if I turned it on, wouldn't it? This is one of the greatest mathematical laws of modern Texas migration. Period. If you arrived in 1987, the people who arrived in 1997 fucked everything up. Period. If you arrived in 1997, the 2007 crowd destroyed the place, period. If you arrived in 2007, then brother, you don't even get me started on the goddamn Californians, period. And if you arrived last Tuesday, you're already complaining about traffic, period. Welcome home, period. You're one of us now, period. Copy that into there, into Word, or, into Scrivener. I'll format this. Use your damn tools, by the way. Use your tools, okay? Um, Look, don't be afraid to use your tools. Your tools are there to help you. If you're using a dragon, use a dragon. I don't care. I can always go back and edit it later, which I will several times before this Redneck Karens book gets released. Uh, Maybe I'll even, depends if I got the money or not. I might go and hire an editor instead of just doing it my fucking self. Okay. They came from everywhere. Yes, the people came from California, period. Los Angeles, period. San Francisco, period. San Diego, period. Orange County, period. All these strange faraway lands that Texans speak about the way medieval villagers discussed plagued ships, period. But they also came from Dallas, period. Houston, period. Austin, period. Phoenix, period. Chicago, period. New York, period. Florida, period. Colorado, period. And every other place where somebody looked at a real estate listing in Texas and thought, God damn, this is a really good fucking deal. Hang on a minute. Be right back. I go take a leak. Give me a minute. I go take a leak. Sorry if you heard the toilet flush. I'm at home by myself. The wife's at work while I sit here and I wash the while I sit here and write my books anyway. Okay. Where was we? Every other place where somebody looked at a real estate listing in Texas and thought, you know what? Jesus Christ, look how much house we can get. Then they got here and discovered everyone else had the same goddamn listing. but they were blaming California because California is not a place anymore. It is an idea. To certain Texans, California. Oh, there's a lot of typos. I go back and fix all these typos. Means traffic, taxes, expensive houses, liberal politics, How do you spell Teslas? Teslas, right? Oat milk and a man wearing shorts that somehow got too damned short. You can blame almost anything on it. Apartment complex? Question mark. California. Coffee shops? California. Bike lane? Of course, California. Um, Houses that cost 900K? Of course, goddamned California. Neighbor, planted, native, landscaping instead of zoysia and San Augustine. That is for sure fucking California. Some bastard driving 45 in the left lane, probably Sacramento. It is a wonderfully efficient system of elimination that requires almost no evidence at all. I swear this is how I write. Like seriously. Usually have my can of Grizzly wintergreen long cut, the coffee, water, new paper towel in my spit cup. This whole live streaming while I'm writing thing is kind of new to me, but it is what it is. How do y'all like it? Do y'all like it? I'm not actually live streaming this, by the way. I was going to, but I decided not to. I thought I would just turn on the camera and just kind of go for it, right? That's kind of what I thought. That was kind of the. And by the way, I'm going to have to jump off here in just a couple of minutes because I have a meeting that I have to do with somebody who potentially wants to buy this buy an upcoming book, right? Um, I which I'm kind of happy about, right? Maybe they could kick some money my way. I don't know. Um, that would be cool, right? Mm, number so, wouldn't that be cool though? Get a little bit of money for writing these books, other than what we sell this shit for on Amazon. I mean, Amazon gives you actually absolutely shit for these books. I mean, really, if you really want to know the kind of bullshit that you get off of Amazon, I mean, they take shit. They say profits in the margins. But the work's in, the real work is in the work. It's true. Okay. Well, this looks like a good stopping point, I guess. So now y'all have kind of seen how many words am I up to for today? 12,511. So out of that 12,511 words that I've typed out this morning in the cup, probably 3 or 4 hours that I've been writing here. No, probably my cap needs washed, doesn't it? My cap needs a good wash, don't it? Or does it? No. But yeah, out of the 12,000 or so words that I've probably written this morning, probably 10,000 of them will go in the trash bin right after I get done editing this. I don't know, but probably not. I'm probably at least half of these words will go into the the trash can, but that's okay. So anyway, so yeah, so this is how I write when I sit down. By the way, how did I get the idea for this book this morning? That's a good question. So I was reading the Texas Tribune, which I read fairly often, and uh, it was one of these articles by people with names anymore that you can barely pronounce, and people trying to make it look like they're Texans, or make it look like they. At least Evan Smith, when he was over he was a New York son of a bitch for sure, but he knew Texas. I mean, he knew it really, really, really fucking well. Um, but yeah, I could appreciate what Evan Smith did and Ross Ramsey and the whole 9 yards. But I was reading an article or something, and I thought to myself, it was written by one of these people, one of these funny names that they have over at the Trib now, which is fine. Give them a job. Doesn't mean I have. I still read it because it kind of pisses me off that I can't relate to these people anymore. But regardless, I was reading this article for a few minutes, and I thought, man, this is an article written by a little Karen who doesn't realize she's a Karen, and she's writing kind of about Karen issues. Uh, you know, fuck. So then I started kind of. I have this. I have hundreds of these little notebooks here just laying around. Just things jotting down ideas. So I just started writing this idea about these fucking Karens. And that's kind of what it amounted to, was yeah, bunch of Karens. Missed call probably from a spammer. Normally, I don't keep my phone off. I don't, but yeah. So then I started sitting down and I wrote 12,000 words on this morning. About this, and not much of a thought process, people. Not much of a thought process at all. So that's interesting, right? You think that's a interesting concept. So you think hopefully I'll get, hey, cross your fingers for me. I'll get this book deal. Hopefully, um, hopefully somebody give me a little bit of money to write for once. Uh, they don't. I'm still going to do it. Occasionally we get money to write. Occasionally I get money to write. The budgets aren't what they used to be. Used to you could make a pretty good living as a writer, but now I don't know. I mean, you spend more time writing and blogging and trying to prove that you can bring an audience and eyeballs to the publication than you do anything else. So, yeah. I know sometimes it feels like I'm talking to myself, right? But probably am, but hopefully I'm talking to you. So yeah. So anyway, I got about 9 or 10 minutes before this meeting starts. Probably should get off here and log on to the Zoom call. we'll see how much money they're gonna kick my way to write this thing. Not this particular thing, but nobody probably gives a shit. But anyway. No, I did not have breakfast this morning. I probably should have. I don't normally eat breakfast. I know that's going to be astonishing to some of you fat ass people thinking this fat ass probably eats a fucking pound of bacon and all this bullshit. I actually don't. Most days, I usually fast from about 9 or 10 o'clock at night until about 1 o'clock the next day. Usually, the first time I eat something is about 12:30, 1 o'clock the following day. So, with the exception of my coffee. Um, so actually, yeah, as I'm writing this, I'm doing this on an empty stomach, kind of intermittently fasting, I guess. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. I know you guys are going to chime in here if you've watched it this far. You're probably going to think, well, my God, I got some health advice for you. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to listen to you because probably you don't have a PhD in medicine. But you're gonna say, "Well, I don't need to." That's the fucking Karen mindset right there, right? That's the Karen mindset. So, should I get up and comb my hair, put a tie on or something? Fuck no, no, I'm not. They deal with look. They God. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. You love you. Write a book. No, it's not. It's not all like that. This is real shit. This is real shit. So if you don't like it, tough. So, all right. I need to log on to this Zoom call, make sure everything works. All right. Keep an eye out for the new book. It'll be out sometime. Redneck Karens. Love ya.